Next, we'll hear from Rey Saldaña, and he is the President, CEO of Communities and Schools. Welcome to the subcommittee this morning. We look forward to your testimony, and you have the floor.
Thank you, Chair Adderholt, Ranking Member DeLauro, and members of the subcommittee. Thank you for the opportunity to provide testimony regarding the fiscal year 2026 Labor HHS Education Appropriations Bill. I'm Rey Saldaña. I'm President and CEO of Communities in Schools. Growing up in San Antonio, Texas, Communities in Schools coordinators helped me overcome barriers to become the first in my family to attend college. And today, I lead the organization that opened the doors of opportunity and access to the American dream. That journey shapes my conviction in this work every day. And today, Communities in Schools works in 3,571 schools in 29 states. We connect 2 million students annually to resources that help them overcome barriers to success. Our evidence-based model of integrated student supports places a dedicated site coordinator inside each school to serve as the vital link between students and the resources that they need. Integrated student supports isn't another program, it is the operating system that makes all other programs and funding streams work efficiently. Think of integrated student supports as air traffic control for student success, coordinating federal, state, and local resources. While teachers focus on classroom instruction, our coordinators tackle chronic absenteeism, mental health concerns, and basic needs like transportation and nutrition. As our founder, Bill Milliken, described, students cannot be turned on to learning until they're turned on to living, and living can be sometimes the hardest part. At Communities in Schools, we've proven that being present matters. 99% of the case-managed students we work with show up and make academic and behavioral strides year after year. Our seniors graduate 96% rate, representing significant lifetime tax contributions and cost savings. Federal dollars are crucial in our integrated student supports ecosystem. Core ESEA investments like Title I and Title IV not only underwrite direct services, but also unlock additional investment. For every federal dollar that supports integrated student supports, we leverage an additional $4 from state, local, and private resources. The strategic architecture of federal education funding matters. When Title I schools implement integrated student supports, they optimize their per-pupil allocation by addressing non-academic barriers. Title IV-A grants become more effective when delivered through an integrated supports framework. And integrated student supports enables AmeriCorps and WIOA dollars to achieve cross-sector outcomes, advancing education, workforce development, and economic mobility gains. Parents remain central in our work. Our site coordinators work directly with 360,000 families annually, ensuring their voice drives the support that their children receive. Integrated student supports honors local control by strengthening what communities are already doing. We see success in communities across the country. In rural Jackson County, North Carolina, Communities in Schools student support specialist David Cawley implemented the Tar Heel Charm Challenge to improve attendance and drive academic progress. In Montgomery, Alabama, Communities in Schools site coordinator Kimberly Bird reduces absenteeism among 74% of her students through personalized plans and school-wide initiatives like attendance dance competitions. Our success builds on bipartisan cooperation. Congress recognized integrated student supports in the bipartisan Every Student Succeeds Act of 2015. Schools implementing evidence-based integrated student supports are seeing dramatic improvements in attendance, behavior, coursework, and graduation rates. Integrated student support serves as both a standalone approach, but is also a foundational pillar of a comprehensive model of including communities in schools, or community schools. Its flexibility allows rural, suburban, and urban communities to tailor implementation to fit their specific needs while maintaining the evidence-based core that drives results. The urgency of this work cannot be overstated. Today, as 15 million classroom seats sit empty across America, these strategic appropriations represent smart fiscal stewardship that taxpayers deserve and our children need. I urge Congress to protect and strengthen core federal investments that support integrated student supports and community schools, specifically Title I funding, Title IV-A student supports and academic enrichment grants, full-service community schools, 21st Century Learning Center allocations, Project Aware grants, AmeriCorps funding, WIOA investments. Our children deserve nothing less than the fiscally responsible approach to education. When we give the students the support they need, they show up for school today, and ultimately they show up for America tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your testimony again and for being here today. Ranking Member Laurel, you got any-
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you so much for your testimony. You know, again, early on in my career, I grew up in New Haven, Connecticut, and the Conte Community School was just almost across the street from our house. And while I finished my graduate degree, and I didn't have a job yet, so that what I did was I went to volunteer at the community school, you know, every day. And what an eye-opener that was. That is what propelled me to introduce funding for community schools in the Labor HHS funding bill. This was a facility that was open from like 6 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. There was an academic program, sports program, mothers, fathers, grandmothers, and so forth, where they're interacting with the kids and so forth. It was just beautiful. Overall educational experience, and I believe helped to strengthen the lives of our kids. But you must know, and I'm not going to pull punches here, the community schools funding this is for 2025, I believe has been almost cut in half. It's $150 million now, but the attempt is to cut it in half. And in the 2025 bill, my colleagues on the other side of the aisle have proposed it eliminates WIOA for youth and cuts WIOA funding for adults. I'm asking you and your colleagues around the country who support community schools, who understand their value, understand the value of these programs, that your voices need to be heard loud and clear, that we can't roll back these the resources that have provide these new opportunities for children and to help to transform their lives. So I'm pleading with you to please organize and let people know how you value community schools. Title I, as I said earlier, Title I, there's cases being made to eliminate Title I. I'm not making it up. You can go and look. It's right there in black and white. To eliminate Title I, there's 300,000 teachers across the country. We need your help. Thank you for your testimony. Thank you for the work that you're doing. And thank you for making a difference in the lives of our kids.